Good morning, class. This is a video breakdown of your final. For your final, for second semester, you are going to be creating a lottery ticket simulator. There's two different versions of this. I'm going to show you the simplified version first, and then I'm going to show you a second version that will allow you to earn some bonus points. So the basic version of this looks like this. You have an input setup that will actually generate the lottery draw and your ticket. So once you hit enter, which is a simple input, what you get is you get 5 randomly drawn numbers between 1 and 47. So that is a random between 1 and 47 using a 4 range loop, and a special number called a mega number that is a random number generated between 1 and 27. So those represent our lottery numbers. Now you have a ticket that generates 5 numbers as well and a mega number. You have to write code that compares those two lists to see if you won any money. Now, because we're only doing a single lottery draw, it's actually pretty rare to actually get any matches. So in this case, 0 numbers matched and you won $0. If you got any matches, it would show up there. Each match is worth $10. And if the mega matches, it is the total numbers matched times 10. So for instance, if you matched 2 numbers, you'd get $10 for each of those 2 numbers, which is 20. And then multiplied by 10 by the mega number would come out with $200. So just by matching 2 numbers and the mega, you could possibly get $200. If you matched 1 number and the mega, you'd get $100. If you matched just the mega, you'd get $10. So this is the basics of the program. Each one of these range of 5 numbers is generated with a 4 range loop for the 5 numbers. And you are welcome to go back and look at and refer to previous lessons in order to figure out how to do that. In fact, I kind of encourage you to do that. And in class, I will even point out which 2 lessons you should be looking back on to help with doing this. The rubric is posted in Classroom as part of the assignment. Make sure you take a look at those coding requirements, because I will be looking at your code to see if you're doing it correctly. It isn't just the result here that we're looking at. I need to know how you're generating all of this text. You can't just do print statements and see if you're going to kind of fool me and making it look the same. No, you have to have the code that is actually generating this. So this is version 1. Now, give me a second. Let me bring up version 2, where version 2 is going to keep a grand total listing, and it's also going to allow the user to constantly generate a lottery ticket and lottery draw over and over and over again. And here is version 2. Now, the beginning part looks almost identical, but when you hit enter, you'll get your 5 generated numbers from the lottery draw, and then you have your ticket with the 5 numbers you have to match. Same with the mega numbers. Now, the difference here is we have an option to hit enter again to play again, or no to end. So I can simply hit enter to generate the lottery ticket, and now I have a whole new ticket. I'm also keeping track of the number of draws. So I'm going to go ahead and generate, I don't know, 10 different tickets, and notice that on some of these I am winning some numbers. I have 1 number matched. I have 1 number matched. I won $10. 1 number matched, won $10. I'm keeping track of all of that as a grand total. So I have 1 variable that's keeping track of all those winnings together that's going to show you a final output when all this is done when I hit no. So I'm going to go ahead and generate a couple more. I'll do 1 more. Now I'm done. I'm going to mark N for no to stop playing. And there I have my final output. Your total winnings are $140 after a total of 20 tickets. So I was tracking all of that as I was going through and generating all these tickets. And that's just done with variables. So I have a grand total variable, and I have a drawing variable that keeps track of the number of tickets that have been generated. Now there's one additional thing that you can't actively see here, but I'm going to tell you that the code is there for it. And if you figure out how to do it, you'll get some bonus points for that. So for each one of these draws that are generated, I have extra code to make sure that it will not generate duplicate numbers. I'll say that again. The way that I have this set up and the code that I've written, this will not allow for a duplicate number to be generated for the lottery draw or the ticket. Okay, so for instance, let's take a look at these numbers right here, 14, 38, 2, 16, and 21. As this is being generated, it will not allow for a duplicate number. And same thing when this one's being generated independent, it will not allow a duplicate number. But these match up, and the 21s match up, so of course I won money there. But independently, they cannot generate random numbers. Now, or duplicate numbers. The mega numbers are being done independently, so those don't quite count. You notice how 14 is there and 14 is there, that's okay. We just can't have the numbers being duplicated in here. If you do and you can't figure that out, that's fine. Like I said, it's a bonus to figure it out. It takes some thinking and takes a little bit of extra time, but if you figure it out, you'll be rewarded for that. But that is it. I'm going to show this one more time. First time through, I get a match. I think I have 32 matched. And I'll just generate a bunch again. I think I'll do it until I see another match. There we go. And I'll hit no. Now, really quick, this is the more advanced version. This is, and I'll even tell you how I did at least this part. All of this is running in a single while loop that will continue running until I say no here. We've done a lot of code like this. You'll just have to take a couple of minutes to think about it if you want to do the more advanced version and get some of those bonus points. So I'm going to hit no. So after 17 tickets, I won $90. So there we go. That is the lottery ticket simulator. It's not very difficult in terms of the idea, but there are definitely some things you have to figure out and think about to be able to get this to work correctly. It sounds simple, but you need to make sure you have some certain things in order, and this is a final, so you have to figure out all this on your own. Use the code assist, use everything at your disposal, look at past assignments, and I think you'll do just fine. And make sure to look at the rubric too. That's going to kind of show how you're going to do overall based on the code that you have in your program. So that's it. Refer to the assignment, look back at the video, and ask questions. Good luck.